Hello. Today we have some more work on apostrophes. So yesterday you learnt about the words don't, didn't, can't and won't. And that was when we had the word not and we crossed that O out and we put a little apostrophe there to show that there was a missing letter. Okay, so it's a contraction when it's a word that's got shorter. We're going to work on some more words today that have apostrophes, and again with the word not, but it's also building in some of your learning that you did last week when we learnt these words. So don't know if you can remember, we had a day where we looked at these modal verbs, these words about possibility. So if you can remember what that one says, read that one out loud at home now. That's right, it says would. And if you know that that says would, you'll be able to figure out that this one says could. That's right, could. And this one says should. Okay, so we've got would, could and should. Now, when they go together with not, so if we have would not, so we might say something like the girl would not listen to the teacher. Would not, we can change that not, we can take that O away and we get this, and this says wouldn't. And you can see there, if I cover up that N and the T, we've got the word would, and then we've got the not without the O, and we've got an apostrophe to show that that O has gone. So we have got the word wouldn't. So that same sentence would be, she wouldn't listen to the teacher. So she would not listen, that sounds quite formal and quite posh, or she wouldn't listen to the teacher. Okay, so we've got there the word wouldn't, meaning would not. So we can do the same with could not. So could not, what do you think could not is going to become when we take that O out and put our apostrophe in there? Say at home now, what do you think could not might become? Let's see if you're right. It becomes this one. And we say that as couldn't, couldn't. So we've got could, and then we've got the nt, but we must put that apostrophe in there to show that that O is missing. So we have got couldn't, and if we've done that one, I think you're going to be able to do this one as well. So we've got should not, you should not run in the corridors, becomes shouldn't. That's right, shouldn't, should not. Okay, so there are three words that we are learning today. We are learning wouldn't, couldn't and shouldn't. All again having that apostrophe where not has been contracted. Contracted means got shorter. Okay, so missing letter there, and we have an apostrophe to show where the missing letter is. So your job now is to write these words out, okay, and you might want to write would not equals wouldn't, okay, to show what the expanded form would be and then what the contracted form would be. So would not equals wouldn't, and then could not equals couldn't, and should not equals shouldn't. Once you've written those words out, you need to try and write a sentence with each of them in. So can you think of a sentence that might have wouldn't in? And can you think of a sentence which has couldn't in? She couldn't get through the door. And shouldn't, something that you should not do. I've had a go, and I've done again the same sentence, so you can see how the same the sentence could be written using both forms, the expanded form and the contracted form. So I've got here, see if you can read it at home. So he could not stop, and this one is laughing. He could not stop laughing, which becomes he couldn't stop laughing. Okay, so it's the same sentence, means the same thing, but I've used could not and I've used couldn't. Okay, so your job is to do the same with those words. So you've got wouldn't, couldn't and shouldn't. 3 words for you today. So good luck with those sentences. And don't forget, when you're doing your reading, look out for those apostrophes, okay? And see if you can figure out if it's a missing word. It might be about an apostrophe showing that it's belonging to somebody. That's a different way of using an apostrophe. But if it's didn't or don't or can't, you can say, oh, I know that should be cannot. Okay, and you can be trying to spot them as you read, just to remind you. Okay, so good luck with those sentences, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Okay, bye.